how to get 1,000 email subscribers completely for free. Whether this is your next 1,000 subscribers that you want completely for free onto your email list, or you're starting email marketing for the first time and you want that first 1,000 people to be on your email list to receive those emails. How do you get those first 1,000, and how can you do it in a quick and simple way without you having to work your tail off to do it or spend a ton of money and be at a loss to build up this email list? I have 3 different ways that I'm going to share with you today. There's many different ways that you can do it. We've got many different ways inside the private coaching, but 3 of the key ways that I'm going to share with you in this episode. So to dive right in, number 1, 5-day free challenges. 5-day free challenges are an incredible way to grow your email list for free and very quickly. Further to it, when you're using something like an immersive experience, like a 5-day free challenge, it's not just the fact that it's a tremendous opportunity to generate new coaching clients on the other side, but you're also putting people through an immersive experience. When you're putting people through an immersive experience, they're joining your email list in a completely different way. It is not quite simply somebody that has requested a PDF. It's not quite simply somebody that has asked for something that they're going to have in their downloads folder and never actually going to use. It's not read any of your emails, not really know who you are, not hear your voice or any of those things. A 5-day free challenge is a way to really connect with people and a way for you to actually showcase what you're capable of helping them do, whether it's giving them the framework, giving them those aha moments, giving them clarity like they've never had before, or depending on what you coach, if you've brought them any real tangible results in that time frame, you're much more likely to turn them into a coaching client. But here's the really cool thing: when somebody has gone through an immersive experience, they're much more likely on your email list to open up your emails, to click the links within those emails and do the things that you hope that they're going to do on the other side of those emails as well. 5-day free challenges is one of those things where you get the opportunity to bring people through the immersive experience and to sell to them on the other side. Typically, when you have a high engagement group, you have a very high outcome on the other side. Like for instance, I'll throw up on screen Lindsay, who came into the private coaching. She did her first 5-day challenge with us. She used our Shoney 255 method Facebook ads, our templates for the images, our templates for the video, our template for the ad copy, and our framework for a 5-day challenge. And she ran her first ever challenge and actually did over 34k of sales in a 7-day period from her first ever challenge. Before it's been tweaked, before it's been optimized, with her first ever ads that she's ran with us, over 34k of sales. So if you've ever thought that 5-day challenges don't actually generate clients on the other side, you probably haven't gone through the right 5-day challenge system, nor have you got the right volume or the right type of people coming in on the other side. But here's the really cool thing that happens when you run that 5-day challenge and you get sales on the other side. Lindsay, for instance, spent about £400 to £500 on ads, and she had about 400 to 500 people inside her challenge. Now, she generated 34k of sales on the other side, which from £400 or £500 of ad spend is a ridiculous return on investment. So it's already taken care of. She probably didn't sell to more than, let's say, 5, maybe 10% at maximum of her challengers. So what happens with that other 90 to 95% of people who have been through the immersive experience? They join the email list. But they are people, again, who have been through an immersive experience. So they're high quality email subscribers that know your voice, they know your structure, you've given them aha moments, you might have even already brought them results. They're likely to open up emails, click links, and do the things that you want them to do inside said emails. And so, how does Lindsay grow her email list completely for free? Well, if you put into perspective 500 people coming into a challenge for £400 or £500, it might sound like you're spending £400 or £500 to get all of those people to join your email list. And especially if Lindsay needs to run 2 of them to get 1,000 people onto her email list, that's going to cost her, therefore, in theory, £1,000. But if she's returned 34,000 from this, and if that was to play out a second time over, that would be 68,000 that she's cash generated into her coaching business from running 2 5-day challenges. Guess what? You're massively in profit, so the email list is a bonus. The email list has therefore grown for free. Too many coaches come to me and say, and I think that they think I'm going to go, wow, that's brilliant, I love your long-term thinking, and they say, you know what, I'm actually going to start spending, 10% of my revenue on just growing my email list. And I'm like, you don't need to do that. You can actually have a system where any advertising spend that you're going to do, the goal is to generate more than your ad spend in a 7-day 7-day period, and anybody else that joins your email list that hasn't purchased has just joined your email list completely for free. That's what a 5-day challenge does. First one here is a 5-day challenge. It's absolutely tremendous. It gives you more opportunities that we can talk about on another episode of the Shoney Show, but there are so many ways, like Lindsay used, multiple ways to generate sales from any 5-day challenge that you run, but you can also grow an email list in the thousands on the other side completely for free. Number 2 here is to run a live masterclass. So instead of a lead magnet, which by the way, lead magnets are absolutely incredible for certain types of coaches in certain type of industries where people will not turn up to live presentations, certain industries where people consider themselves as too busy or I don't want to be seen by other people. There's certain reasons why a lead magnet is perfect for the coach or for the industry. However, live masterclass can be the exact same content but delivered live, right? And when we have that live presentation, when they can see your face and your mannerisms and you can do Q&A and you can pitch live on that call as well, you have that connection there to be able to take even a complete stranger and turn them into a client in the space of that 1 hour or 90 minutes that you spend with them on that live masterclass. When we have something like this, it can become an amazing repeatable system because let's say it's 90 minutes, you could run this every single week if you really wanted to. You don't even have to turn your ads off. It can just continue to fill up the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. And let's say every Tuesday at 2 p.m. you go live and you do your live masterclass. If you've got your ads dialed in and you've got your presentation and your pitch dialed in and all of these things work well, you need to do nothing more than tweaking to try and take it to the next level, or indeed to scale it further, right? Looking at the advertising and asking yourself, how can we get more people through this, for instance? Really simple questions with actually really simple action steps to get more people through into the next one. Case in point, Josh, which might be on screen right now if you're watching on YouTube. Josh, as an example here, over 19k collected directly from a live masterclass using Shoney 255 method ads, filling up his masterclass with, again, about 500 people coming through it. I think he spent about 600 or 700 to make that happen. But again, what has he just achieved by doing exactly that? He's brought in, let's say, a handful of people into his coaching. He's brought in 19,000. He has an amazing return on any ad spend. But he has also added probably in the region of 550, maybe even a little bit more to his email list completely for free. Because again, if you've spent 500 and then you return 19,000 or more, then on the other side, it means that everything's been taken care of. You're in a surplus significantly. Everybody else who joins your email list has joined your email list completely for free. Once again, anybody who turned up live to the masterclass or indeed watched the replay or at minimum read your emails, found out about you and had that opportunity to connect there as well, is somebody that is joining your email list who is problem aware, who is seeking out a solution right now and has a connection with you. So you have an amazing opportunity there to not just grow your email list completely for free with 1,000 people plus by running 2 of these masterclasses like Josh, but simultaneously you also have a really, really high quality email list, which is why Josh also makes so much money every single time he takes one of our super spike offers that we put on his custom game plan every 6 weeks. Every single time he does it, he generates leads and sales for his coaching business. And it's nothing more than a simple reposition of his product and we put it out there to the marketplace. It's because he's engaging these people on a monthly basis. He's always filling the pipeline with brand new people that are ready to receive his next offer. So albeit that super spike offers are repeatable themselves anyway, because different people within your following and your email list are going to react to them each time, he also has a pipeline of every single month. There's 500 to 600 people who are discovering him for the first time, who are joining his email list, and many of those people will connect with him on socials as well. So when we put out a super spike offer on socials, but also send it out as an email, he's always got a new pipeline of people who are receiving a super spike offer from him for the very first time, which is a second big opportunity every 6 weeks for him to cash generate, or every month really, for him to cash generate alongside his monthly masterclass as well. And a third variation here that we're going to go with for growing your email list by 1,000 people plus with really high quality people coming through onto your email list, nothing's going to be much better than somebody who has actually spent money with you already. If we could build up your email list, not just with 1,000 people, and not just with 1,000 people that have even gone through an immersive experience, but instead 1,000 people that are actually buyers of yours. They're not just problem aware, they're not just seeking out a solution, but they were actually willing to spend money, even if it was a small amount, but they were willing to put their hand in their pocket to move closer to the desired result. That is a big indication that this person is serious about getting to that next level. A third opportunity here for you to get your next 1,000 email subscribers completely for free is a paid challenge. A paid challenge is nothing more than a 5-day challenge, but you can do a 7-day version, a 14-day version, a 21-day version, a 30-day version, and you can have people come in, have this amazing immersive experience with you, cash generate with brand new clients on the other side. But what happens with all the people that don't convert? They become your new email list that is super highly engaged, and you just built it completely for free. As a case in point here, Becky, who should probably be on screen here, cash generated with her first ever paid challenge that she did with us. She did over 22K of sales inside that paid challenge. She spent in the region of 1,000 and 1,500 on the ads to get the people in there, but she made more than that in the fees that people paid to be inside her challenge. She had about 120, 130 people inside her paid challenge, so she had already made more money than the ad spend itself. So she was actually already in profit anyway, but then went on to cash generate 22,400 in coaching sales on the other side. But then all those people that did not become coaching clients, they joined her email list completely for free. So let's say, for instance, it wasn't 130, let's say it's 120. And let's say that 20 of those people became coaching clients to allow her to cash generate 22,400. What happens with the other 100 people? They join her email list completely for free. So if she builds this into a repeatable system here, sure, with a paid challenge, it's more challenging to get the volume through because you're asking people to do something a lot more than simply giving up their name and email address to come and gather or to be a part of this experience completely for free. It's harder to get 500 or 600 people into a paid experience, as you can imagine. However, if you have that really, really high quality and you have the system that is already proven to work, you can simply run it frequently and you can have more people with the confidence of the ROI that you can have. For instance, with Becky, having that incredible ROI there should give her the confidence to be able to say, I can run this very frequently and I can spend more on my advertising and I can get this to 150 people. I can get this to 200 people. I can get this to 250 people. I can get this to 300 people because I know what kind of ROI is on the other side of running this amazing immersive experience. The pitch works, the content works, the ads bring in the right type of people, and so there's a lot of opportunity there if I simply scale up the amount of people that I have coming in. But even if Becky never scaled it up any further and she just ran it as a repeatable system and she had 120 people and she had 20 sales on average every single time, then when she hit her 10th challenge there, she would have 1,000 people on her email list completely for free because everything's been taken care of in terms of any ad spend associated with building up her email list. She is way into profit, massive ROI once again, and this is an amazing opportunity for her to grow that email list to 1,000 people plus, but not just with people who have asked for a PDF or a lead magnet or whatever it may be, but they've not only been through an immersive experience, but they paid to be there. That 1,000-person email list could be absolute gold. So those are 3 amazing ways to grow your email list by 1,000 people plus, or get your next 1,000 people into your email list completely for free. And further to that, taking into account the quality of that list whilst we're at it. Those 3 opportunities there are absolutely incredible. Inside the private coaching, every single coach has a completely different game plan from anybody else. However, when we cherry pick certain strategies end up on multiple coaches' plans, such as a paid challenge, or a lead magnet funnel, or a 5-day free challenge, or a live masterclass, whatever it is that we choose for them. We've got so many coaches that have been successful in each of these individually. We've seen that all of these, it's just about the coach, the niche, and the person who's receiving it on the other side. For instance, when I've been going through those, I usually present this inside a challenge of my own, and I usually say to the coaches at the end of it, so now drop into the comment box a number 1 if you would love to run a live masterclass, a number 2 if you would love to run a free challenge, if you would love to run a paid challenge, it's number 3, and so on and so forth. I go through some other ones as well, and it's so funny every single time. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, and it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And my point to everybody here is this should be a big realization for people that one size fits all is not something that is ever going to produce incredible results anyway for coaches across the board. Further to that, it's going to create a lot of unhappy coaches, because you need to find repeatable systems in your coaching business to not just consistently grow, but to not have those yo-yo months where one month is good and the next month is absolutely terrible and you're wondering if you can pay your mortgage. If you want to be able to be consistent with great numbers inside your coaching business, and further to that, consistently growing, you need repeatable, profitable, and scalable systems inside your coaching business. And one of the worst things is when a coach actually thinks they have one, but they absolutely hate doing it. When you dread that repeatable system, when you can't see yourself aligned with it, when you don't enjoy doing it, there's nothing worse than knowing that that is going to be your reality. If I want to generate coaching clients, I have to continue to do this thing that I absolutely hate. We have genuinely every single day a ton of coaches book calls with us, and it's, what are you doing right now? Why are you booking the call? These types of questions are on the onboarding before somebody jumps onto a call with us. And so often it is coaches telling us that they have one way of generating clients that they've been taught, and that is to send out 100 messages every single day, and it's 100 messages and 100 messages, and they say it's not just time sapping, but it is also an absolute drain, and I hate my business now. Like, I resent my coaching business because that is my way of generating clients. I feel like I'm hounding people, I get abuse back, I get people reporting my account, I've had issues with my account because of it, I'm always worried about what's going to happen the next time that I send 100 messages. I'm really playing the numbers, and it's like a game of rejection where I send out 100 and I'm hoping that 7 people reply. I'm hoping that 5 of them go into a fruitful conversation. I'm hoping that 3 of them don't ghost me when I talk about jumping onto a call. I'm hoping that 1 or 2 of them do, and I'm hoping that that person shows up, and I hope that person shows up and actually buys on the other side. And so they're really playing the numbers to whittle it down to hopefully 1 person coming on board, and they're in a position where they've got next to no revenue inside their coaching business, and they're working harder than any other coaches. Finding these repeatable systems that allow them to grow their coaching business with strategies that they can see themselves repeating and doing for a long period of time and staying consistent with is one of the best things that you can do. We've got over 160 strategies inside the private coaching, fully templated, that we cherry pick for each individual coach. I just shared 3 of them. You need to find the repeatable systems that are absolutely perfect for you and your target demographic, the price point you want to sell at. There's many things that come into the choices that we have and the way that we cherry pick the perfect strategies for each person. One of the best things is intuition. When you're going through these 3 right here, for instance, which ones really resonated with you? That's really where you should be leaning in, unless you're working with us and we can dive in a bit deeper. But if you're just watching this episode, what one really resonated with you? Which one excited you when we were going through the details of it? That's the one that you should be leaning into and building into a repeatable system for yourself. As always, if you want to find out more about working with us, well, first, hit like, hit subscribe, be that amazing person down below right now. Leave us a nice comment or whatever it may be. And of course, if you want to know more about working with us, scroll down below and you'll see a few links and different things depending upon what we've got coming up at any given moment. So if you want to come and work with us, happy days. If not, then I hope this has been valuable, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Shoney Show.